Hello, second grade families. I'd like to take some time today to talk a little bit about how we teach math in second grade. I use a guided math class to teach math, and I'd like to kind of explain to you what guided math is and the similarities of a traditional math class compared to guided math and some of the key differences that and benefits of teaching math in a guided math workshop setting. So in a guided math block in our class, I've taken the whole math time and divided it into three parts. We start out with a 10-minute whole group lesson, and this is very similar to traditional math. I will teach a lesson, give some demonstrations, work a couple problems with the kids, and then quickly move into the math stations, math workshop portion of the time, which is the next 30 minutes. Within this 30 minutes, I teach and lead two guided math groups at my table. A smaller group of children will come to me, and maybe six, maybe four, maybe three at a time, to work through the daily math lesson together at their level. The other class is the other part of the class is working on carefully curated math stations according to their math level. And then at the very end of the 15 minutes, we switch so that I get the other group of kids that were working on math stations, and the guided math group that was with me goes to the math stations. This intense 15 minutes of small group targeted learning with me has proven to be so effective. The last 10 minutes of class is a basic fact practice time where we will daily focus in and practice those basic math facts in addition and subtraction. So the key to the grouping, the small group reading, is having a flexible group for the teacher-led guided math lessons. I will be working with small groups of children grouped together with their like needs for that particular math topic. As we know, there's so many topics in math: addition, subtraction, geometry, algebra. And we all have, and our kids all have, different levels of abilities within each of those. Some might be rock stars at counting money, but just don't have a quite grasp on number sense and figuring out tens and ones. Some have a knack for geometry, but algebra, not so much. I appreciate that and know that that is something that's in my classroom. So a pre-assessment is always key to gathering data and creating these flexible small groups. After the small groups are established, that's when we can really dial in on what we need to learn and use our teacher time at the small group table to really focus on that. Flexible grouping allows the kids to move from one group to another as we continue to learn throughout the year. So the math workshop time away from the teacher is when the kids are in their small group and practicing in a workshop setting activities away from the teacher table. These activities are not just go in and do something. They are actually carefully curated by me to provide just the right practice for every student. Again, the data taken from the pre-assessments lets me know exactly what sorts of things they're ready to do independently and what sorts of things they need to be with me at the teacher table doing. So these math workshop activities are things that they're ready to do independently. And the fun part is during this time we can really spice it up with a lot of different math activities. iPad apps, partner games, worksheets, seesaw activities, problem-based learning and questions, computer games, task cards, and more are used to create a workshop full of fun and engagement during math time. So this is what guided math will look like in second grade. If you have any questions, let me know. It'll be a great year. Thanks.